so shocking that after having spent crores of rupees, Article 21 is violated, and there is no one to monitor this. There are no rehabilitation officers in place now. All the task is given to SDMs who say that we have no time. Now they will all be busy in the elections, you know. They were busy with the vaccinations till now. The latest case that is going on before this honorable court, and there is a Madhya Pradesh government's decision now that 2 of the 5 GRAs are to be appointed, but no one is sitting in that office for last many months. So my point is that this PIL and approaching this court has been become necessary, because although there is a huge infrastructure and crores of rupees, and they are also not yet started sitting there. So the GRA is as on today defunct, but maybe in a few days.
This appointment order is dated 6 June 23.
Yes, there is a writ petition before this honorable court.
So now you can submit your grievance before this. Now they have been appointed.
No, your lordship, that is the point. Kindly.
Earlier also by lecture P11 certain directions were issued, and there is a regular chart.
Your lordship.
So that is on 28/11/17 position as on. So now
yes,
the GRA can examine whether these has been complied with or not.
Your lordship, yes, that is one possible. That is one possibility, but
parallel inquiry when the GRA is there.
Let me just in brief tell you what has happened in between.
But GRA can examine whether this part of the earlier direction has been complied with or not.
GRA can, but your lordship,
So
GRA has no staff. GRA has no staff members. GRA doesn't visit the field. How can the retired High Court judges be left with this huge task to visit 83 sites in the 6 districts, and then
when they have accepted the appointment, certainly they will discharge the duty. At present we can't say that they will not function.
No, but your lordship, now so many years have passed and people are suffering because of lack of water, because of lack of drainage, because of lack of roads, approach roads, and within resettlement sites roads. Some places there is no school running, there are no health centers. I can read out certain. No, your lordship.
Consider all these things and obtain a report that is you have filed as an extra P10.
No, our prayer I will come to within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes.
They can go to the village, but we can't.
No,
they can go to the spot and verify.
No, that's what I am also, I know, but then in the case of PIL, what is mentioned in...
This is the only work which was allotted to them.
No,
there is no other work. They can debut.
No, there are 7,000 applications pending before GRA. So how can and when will they visit the sites, and how will have the technical expertise? And that's why, your lordship, this the same Supreme Court case which I mentioned, what it has mentioned is very important. It is only where there has been a failure on the part of any authority in acting according to law, or in non-action or acting in violation of the law, that the court has stepped in the case of PIL. No directions are issued which are in conflict with any legal provisions, but directions have in appropriate cases been given where the law is silent and inaction would result in violation of the fundamental rights or other legal provisions. Now this is exactly the case. It is under Article 21, nothing less than right to life and livelihood for the people who have lost for nothing, because no benefit to the state and thousands of crores have spent. But that apart, what I am saying is that when GRA was given this task by the Supreme Court through its order, my lord, P5, page 220, just have a look at para 11 of that order, and then with that order, when the GRA was given the task, in spite of that, GRA just passed an order in which there was one paragraph which is on page 244.
Yes.
And para 20 on page 244 of this thing, which just said that जहां तक विस्थापित कृषकों को विस्थापन स्थल पर मूलभूत सुविधा प्रदान करने का प्रश्न है, आयुक्त नर्मदा घाटी विकास प्राधिकरण को निर्देशित किया जाता है कि सभी पुनर्वास स्थल पर सक्षम अधिकारी द्वारा निरीक्षण करवाया जाकर मूलभूत सुविधाओं में से जो भी कमी हो 2 माह की अवधि में इसकी पूर्ति करवाई जाकर पालन प्रतिवेदन इस प्राधिकरण के समक्ष प्रस्तुत करें। अभी करोड़ों रुपयों का काम ये 2 महीने में तो होना संभव नहीं था। उसके ऊपर फिर जस्ट उसके बाद का ही आप देखेंगे लॉर्डशिप P8 we wrote to the GRA and we also had to have a sit-in in front of the GRA office.
That was in 2017.
17.
Thereafter they
Yes.
passed the order P10.
Then they passed this order of 2811.
On
Now-
your representation, now government has again appointed a GRA to
Yes.
look into the grievance.
But your lordship,
And,
the
in-
work is not a short time
in
work.
petition you have not declared that you have an alternate remedy and yes, the details of remedy.
The
exhausted.
alternative
This is an,
remedy is-
available to.
We want compliance.
This GRA is for you or not for others. So why?
But GRA is
let
not
the
existing.
GRA function. We don't want to.
And no, your lordship, there has to be a technical inquiry also, because if
We are
they,
here to examine their award. Let them pass an award, then we will consider.
but GRA is not functioning, your lordship.
Now it will
So-
function. Now appointment has been done.
No,
They will
out of
start-
5, only 2, and those
It's a
2 have
matter
not
of-
accepted according to our information. Your lordship, I will give you some photographs which are
Then
colored.
we will dispose of with direction to GRA to function.
But
We'll direct government
within
to
the
provide
time
our
limits.
facility. That's
Your
all.
lordship, they had given time limits, and if you see the
एक समय लगा
report,
जब तक ना हो जाए ग्रहण करने के दिनांक से एक बार
there was
पत्रों
a
के निराकरण-
full-fledged, your lordship, there was full-fledged 7 years long inquiry, which was under Commission of Inquiries Act according to the NVDA, but in fact the High Court had appointed it, and no action has been taken, irrespective of the inquiry, thorough detailed inquiry done by the Manit, Maulana Azad Institute and IIT Mumbai, to which retired Justice Zah Commission had given the task as outsourced, because it was a fully technical report. And if there is, annexed part of that report, which is P4, if I'm permitted, I can read some of the paragraphs, but you would be shocked to
So
read the
that-
summary of the
Madam,
conclusions.
That was in 2014.
So it
and
is not the job which can easily be taken up by GRA, your lordship. So there has to be a full-fledged inquiry with the technical experts and involvement of the resettled families, representatives, and there has to also be a time-bound, action plan, which needs to be monitored by this honorable court. Otherwise, year and year has passed, and today, when they are at 5 kilometers away from the Narmada, they have no water in many places. Tankers are also not reaching, so on and so forth. And the schools are not, there are no health centers. There is a special mention in the 2000, this thing, that health centers must be run in everything. The bhavans are built, but there is no doctor, there is no nurse. Once a while they visit for vaccination or something, and that's all. So it is so shocking that after having spent crores of rupees, Article 21 is violated, and there is no one to monitor this. There are no rehabilitation officers in place now. All the tasks are given to SDMs, who say that we have no time. Now they will all be busy in the elections, They were busy with the vaccinations till now. So
Yes.
who will look into this? We really very humbly request this honorable court to
Yes, we
keep up the monitoring task in its own hands. So
We'll consider.
please issue writ of mandamus,
Yes, Mr.
but
Kedan.
also please.
As rightly pointed out, in page number 278, my lord, that is the order of 28/11/2017, my lord. Earlier also the GRA in paragraph number 20 has directed the authorities to submit the compliance.
270.
244, my lord, page number 244, para number 20, my lord.
Yes.
And the members' appointment has already been done by the state government
Yes.
in last.
There is no one appointed to look into this task.
Madam, I will consider.
There is no rehabilitation officer in place,
We'll
Your Lordship.
we'll examine your
When thousands
application
are
and-
awaiting rehabilitation. And if you kindly have one page ahead, 279 onwards, and every single aspect had a time-bound direction given. Jala Apurti 34/2018 तक, और आज तक नहीं हुई है. आज तो नर्मदा ही सूखी है, तो 90 हॉर्स पावर के इंटेक वेल्स में गाद भर रही है पानी के बदले. देन भवन निर्माण के लिए पानी आपूर्ति, वो तो कभी मिला ही नहीं, लोगों को परचेस करना पड़ रहा है. तो गरीबों ने कहीं सारे घर बांधे नहीं है. आज टिन शेड्स में सैकड़ों लोग पड़े हैं. तो ये सभी चीजें पीछे हैं. ये अभी हम ज्यादा समय नहीं रुक सकते हैं. सो दिस हैज टू बी टेकन वेरी एवरीथिंग, यू नो. द हलाव पशुपालकों के लिए चरागाह नहीं है. कई बोर्ड्स लगा के रखे हैं, बट द ग्रेजिंग लैंड इज नॉट अलॉटेड. योर लॉर्डशिप, स्मशान घाट नहीं है, रास्ते नहीं बने हैं, तो कैसे क्या होगा, कैसे रहेंगे?
We'll examine, we'll consider.
तो काइंडली योर लॉर्डशिप, वी वांट अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग जस्टिस, नॉट जस्ट जजमेंट. एंड आई कैन गिव 2 sets of the photographs.
है,
One set is
sufficient,
enough.
one is sufficient.
Thank you so much.
Madam, in Jabalpur, I used to hear your argument as these juniors are hearing you.
Yes, Jabalpur is too far away now for me.
नहीं, मैं उस समय आपका आर्गुमेंट ऐसे ही सुनता था जैसे सब जूनियर आए हैं यहाँ से.
Your lordship, obliged.